Hi there, every people. This is the real Mart of Kemet, Goddess of Justice, Truth, and Balance. And today I'm going to talk about permaculture. And I'll start by giving the definition of the word permaculture. Permaculture is a set of design principles centered on holy systems, thinking, simulating, or directly utilizing the patterns and resilient features observed in natural ecosystem. So this is a farming that is strongly intended, or the people practicing this kind of farming, they do um, involve everything, like in the trees, the weeds, the animals, and everything you can imagine that is contained in the nature. And currently I see so many people struggling with this because in our mind we have been brainwashed to think that our crops cannot grow without pesticides or fertilizers, and these things are the one which are harming the ecosystem. What I mean, the ecosystem is harming the soil, the microbacteria that the soil do contain. It's making the soil to be weak, and also we are eliminating the other nature that do contribute in the growing of other crops, or helping one another during this time when the crops are growing in the garden. And I see this problem mostly in our areas where we tend to think when we grow that this type of a crop grow in a certain area, when we never think of growing other crops. For example, let me give an example of kales. Farmers in Rimuru do like growing kales. Each and every time it's kale, kale, kales, kales, and nothing else. And this has left them with no option but selling their kales at a throwaway price. And this is killing their farming so much, because these kales cannot grow without fertilizers, cannot grow without pesticides. And in this area we tend to see the decline of birds, animals like birds, because whenever we spray the crops, those worms, whenever they fell down, the birds are the one who are affected greatly, because they tend to come and eat the worms and they die because of the poisoning of the chemicals we are using in the farming. And what I would recommend people is that there is another option, and a good option, and I would recommend people to look at Aranya Agricultural Alternative. This is a non-governmental organization. It's for the two individual people. I think it's a couple, a man and a wife, who are doing a lot of marvelous and good thing in India. You can just look at them and see how they are transforming their wasteland into a more profitable, or more richer food rad. And I know you will learn a lot from them. Permaculture is a good thing, because you will not be using the fertilizers and the chemicals, but instead you use nature. This is a conscious farming, where you use a lot of things like marigold, lemongrass. There are so many crops you can grow which can be used as pest repellents, like the marigold flower. They emit that smell. So, and so many other, you can search them and see how they are going to benefit you. And also they tend to benefit us in another way because we tend to use them as tea, like in lemongrass. It's very beneficial to our bodies. And also what it does also, it's a good repellent to mosquito. This can be used in the high area where mosquito drive is of higher number. So this is a good way to go. Permaculture, in permaculture there is no pollution, so it's a very good way of farming, and I would recommend the women to be more active in agriculture, because women tend to be on forefront with the farming so much more than anybody else, and they are more in tune with the nature. And another thing about permaculture, permaculture is a good way because when you plant food, we tend to have food security, and we know food security is an issue in our country. We are experiencing food shortages, so you don't have to stick on that job, that job you don't like. You can alternate and come and do permaculture because it will reward you so much, especially whenever you are in tune with the nature. You are balancing everything in your garden. And what I would like to say also is that because the concrete jungles are taking over everything, like we see that concrete jungle is more profitable to us, and yet we are forgetting that without our food, without our stomach being full, there is nothing we can do. Without food, there is nothing we can do, because we tend to get energy from our food. So I would recommend permaculture. This is a good way because permaculture, even in the semi-arid areas, it's a good way. We will push the desert. We will turn that wasteland into more profitable, or more, what can I say, or more thriving land, in where we will grow our crops, and we will coexist with other nature without eliminating them. So I would recommend this as a good way to go to African people in the entire world, people who will caption this. And let me say thank you to all farmers for growing our foods. Without you, I don't know where we will be. Thank you and have a good day.